Yeah, I just want to say something. I want to go back to part two to this. It's like that creator when the lady and the guys, the guy from Dominica and the other guy from England, was saying to her, the guy who's the DJ, that he's got a lot of, well, he's got his own thing, this guy. The DJ, the guy who's London DJ, was saying to her, I'm more Jamaican than you. You can't say that. He was trying to say, you see what's going on in the street, and I'm thinking, you know what, when he said that to her, she just went off on one straight away. Which you can't blame her for that, because her father is a Rasta. He's Rasta. Her father is a Rasta, and she knows what's going on. But for him to come and say that to her, it's absolutely wrong. You know what I mean? Because as far as I'm concerned, the two of them got it wrong anyway. The lady, what she's saying, you may be into dancehall and all that, but at the end of the day, at the same time, it really doesn't give you that right to go and say to her, when was the last time you've been Jamaica? She knows what goes on in Jamaica. Jamaica has changed. And it has changed a lot since then. Time has moved on. When you tried to turn around and told a woman, I'm more Jamaican than you can't say that. That's absolutely wrong. It's like I said, it's like somebody turn around and telling me, I know about Afrobeat more than you. You can't say that. You can't go and tell somebody who is from Nigeria or from Ghana that they know. Listen, I know a lot more about Afrobeat than you. You can't say that to that person, because that is absolutely wrong. Because as far as I'm concerned, when somebody says things like that, that's defeating the object here. You cannot say things like that. Because to me, that is going beyond that. Like the guy was saying to the woman, I'm more Jamaican than you. You can't say that to somebody. It's like saying to somebody, oh, I'm more Nigerian than you. You can't say that to that person. Because that person, he or she who is Nigerian, will know more about Nigerian culture than you. You're just an outsider. You just see the music and you like the music and you see, you may got 100%, say 4 or 5% Nigerian, but it doesn't make you Nigerian. You know what I mean? It's like somebody saying, oh, you may got like 5% Barbadian. Does not make you Barbadian. You know what I mean? You may have like something like, say, you might have like 2%. You may like a culture and you take an interest. All right. You may say, right, I take a liking to Scottish culture. I like Scotland and I like the Scottish culture. I may got like, say, 10% Scottish, but it doesn't make me Scottish. It's like me saying, I know about the bagpipes more than you. You can't. Or I'm more Scottish than you. You can't say that. It's defeating the object here. Where what that fella was trying to say, oh, I know about dancehall. Fair enough, you might know about dancehall, but she knows about dancehall too. It's like you're saying, oh, I'm more Jamaican than you. You can't say that. That's defeating the object. It's an absolute 100% joke. Read upon the culture, study the culture. But don't go above your station thinking you know it better than her, than that person. You can't. You know, this is why I've always said that, you know, if you take an interest in somebody's culture and you take an interest, you see these people, you see people like that. When they get a favor, they got so many views and everything and all that. They feed up that culture. They got what they want in that culture and they don't care. But you see, anytime you go on with yourself like that, there's going to be a fall and a real downfall. Soon as you can get high on your heels, you can get licked down on your heels. You know what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, if you read up on the culture, you observe the culture, you get the full understanding of that culture and the ways of the culture. Like Jamaica have a phrase, well, my grandfather had a phrase, when something is wrong, caca wash buckle. You know what I mean? Buying well and things like that. Those are those Jamaican sayings. But I don't think this guy knows some of the Jamaican sayings. He may know some of it, but he doesn't know all of it. Listen, if you want to know about Jamaica history, read upon Jamaica history. Read it from the people what they've been through and how they come by it and how they come to get there and how far they've come, you know, than trying to take something out of something thinking, oh, I know it all. Don't know nothing. I know most things, but I don't know everything. Look, at the end of the day, to understand one's culture, you have to read upon one's culture. Yeah? But like I said, if I read up on say like a Greek culture and I may read upon it and I may get the full understanding, I may say, right, I may have 2% Greek. It doesn't mean that I'm a Greek person because I'm not a Greek anyway. But it's nice to read like a Greek culture. It's nice to read up on that Greek culture so you can get the full understanding of that culture. And I hope I'm not offending anybody if I'm saying that. But if someone's get offended by this video, I will be gladly take it down. You know? But like I says anyway, it's like Afrobeat. Oh, I know about Afrobeat. I'm more Nigerian than you. You can't say that. You can't say you're more Nigerian than that person. You can't. Because that person who's born and bred in Nigeria and she's from Nigerian parents or Ghanaian parents or Kenyan parents, he or she knows her roots and culture at the end of the day. She knows what Afrobeat is. It's like the lady who knows about dancehall. She knows about dancehall. Yeah? The guy from from Dominica and the guy from London, from England here, to be honest with you, they know their stuff, all right. She was just trying to get the message across. Freedom was trying to get the message across to each other. It just didn't make sense. But as I said at the end of the day, you can't know somebody's culture better than that. It's like say, right, I can wear like a hairstyle. I can wear like a blonde wig. Or I say like a hairstyle. If I wear like a hairstyle or a blonde hairstyle, it doesn't mean that you can wear that blonde hairstyle better than the next person who it originated from. You can't. You cannot wear somebody's hairstyle and thinking that you're better than that hairstyle fits them better than you. You can't. It's like I said, with the music, if somebody knows about Afrobeat and an outsider who knows Afrobeat from another culture than the actual person who is African or from Nigeria, for instance, I know Afrobeat more than you. You can't. You don't know it better than her. She knows it better than you. And that's how I got to look at it. But you see, at the end of the day, when it's come to cultural things, there is cultural differences about knowing a culture, read upon the culture, study the culture so you get the full understanding and you get an idea about the culture. Then try to think that you're better than that person. Because to be honest with you, you're not better than that person. When it's come onto their culture, they already know. You are just an outsider as a person. So you should respect the culture by all means. You know?